With Mother's Day happening this weekend, we wanted to make sure to adequately celebrate you, all of the wonderful mothers who watch our show. We think of you a lot. We plan for you. We share for you. You deserve to be celebrated. And we've decided there are just some things moms do best. Author and speaker Connie Sokol curated a beautiful list of just a few of those things to share with us. This just gets to be a girlfriend gush chat. Like women, mothers, grandmothers. I can't even think or talk about these women without just spilling over.
I know. I'm trying to keep it together because when I saw this topic, I was like cheering. Yes. Yes. Good on you, women.
All right. First, moms do a great job at dealing with a dual reality. Boy, do they.
Oh my gosh. And this is such a real thing. There's the mom you think you are, and then there's the mom that you show up as on the daily, right? In fact, it was a couple of weeks ago, I saw this meme, and it was perfect. It was the mom you think you are, and it was Julie Andrews, Sound of Music. She's on the fluffy duvet with the kids. Raindrops on roses. And then it cuts to Judge Judy. Stop talking! Listen! No! And my kids and I roared. We're like, facts.
But good Judge Judy, Connie. Good job.
Practice, practice. Yeah. Give yourself grace. You're trying to combine those two realities. You're doing awesome.
Yeah. I've said this before. I have other mothering weaknesses. I'm not a yeller. Yeah. But the other day I found myself in the garage saying, come on! And a new neighbor was walking by, and I wanted to be like, this isn't my baseline. You know, I'm not usually screaming at kids to get, I'm not this mom usually, but today I am. Today I am. Dual reality. You say moms, and these are your words, and I love them so much. They intuitively know the scoops.
Oh, yes. In fact, I didn't know when you're a mom, you get that mom spidey sense, and you can tell from like body language or words or like an absence of something that something's amiss. I love that. Yeah. So a neighbor of mine, her husband and her son went snowmobiling, and about a day and a half into it, she gets this text. So there's a storm coming in, so we're coming home early. About 2 minutes later, she texts her son and said, who got hurt? Spot on. It was him that got hurt. And so she could tell there was a storm coming in, but there was something missing.
Something there.
So I was like, good on you, Mom.
By just a text.
Oh, yeah.
And I will say, you know, becoming a mom, this was something that did not surprise me, but absolutely impressed me. Like, you feel those little tingles and those thoughts.
You feel the vibes.
And if you learn to trust them, they totally shape not just your path, but your family's path.
Yes, and your kids can feel it. And then there's this bond of mom knows.
Yeah. All right, moms are really good at taking one for the team.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love that poem, in fact, that says, when a mom's divvying up the pie and can see it won't go around, she declares, I never did care for pie. And I was like, that's a mom. She will see what needs to be done that's best for everyone, and then she'll do it. That's two different things. And it doesn't mean she always has to do that, but it means that moms constantly, beautifully, they'll see what's best and they'll do it without being a martyr. Too much.
I was going to say willingly.
Yeah, willingly.
Like, they're not stomping around bitter.
No, maybe slamming a few cabinet doors. Okay, now and then. All right, give me. But really, truly, just because it's best.
You say no one does a one-trip wonder better than mom.
Oh my gosh, is this just me? I'm telling you what, whether it's loading it into the grocery cart or you're taking the food into the house, it's like, I'm doing this in one trip, people. I went to Costco a while back, and I walked in and I was like, I'm not going to get sucked into the Costco vortex. So it starts with the cart, so I'm not doing it.
No cart.
So I thought, I got 3 things. So I end up in the checkout line, a mountain. It's like Tetris on a whole new scale. I'm just like,
you're wobbling, balancing.
He looks over and he goes, sympathetic nod. He goes, you tried to do it without the cart, didn't you? And I was like, yes. But let the record show I did it in one trip. Just saying.
I remember one time after Emmy was born, so new mom here, and I had gone my whole pregnancy without caffeine because new mom there. New mom. Wasn't that pure of me? Yeah. And I remember I was coming home, I had my first soda shop drink. And I had the baby, and I had a million other things that I had one tripped from the car, and the drink went to spill, and I had the choice to drop the drink or drop the car seat. And I didn't think about dropping the car seat, but I wondered if I could do a sort of and save the baby and the drink. Anyway, one trip, we make it. All right, moms show up, and they show up every day.
Caps. No cap on what they do. Caps every day. And it's not a paid gig, and yet we even know what we're facing, and we still get up. I just had some friends that went to the UN, and they were working on policy for women and children, and they said a thread that was running through it was saying mothers can be replaced because you could pay for childcare that could do the same thing. And they stood up and said, you cannot pay someone to do what a mother does.
Amen.
I mean, it is the currency of love. I actually looked it up because I thought, I wonder how much it is currently right now, $34 an hour. For what mothers do, society pays. But then when you look at studies that say this is what mothers do, $260,000 a year, that's on the low ball. But then they said you can't find someone who would do that do all of that, do it consistently, and do it for 18 years.
There's no way.
It's priceless.
Sorry, 20 seconds. Moms are the hub of the home.
Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, relationally, they are the center wheel. Yes, fathers are so important for sure, but there's something about a mother's love, influence, hug, all of those things. They know the right coping skill, the love language, all the things that make it just a home.
Connie, your book about motherhood, I think, is another good way to celebrate this. Let me ask you about that, because it is such a cute
the
little
joys,
read.
the realities, and the divinity of being a mother. Thoughts on it that makes you want to get back in the ring.
Can we get that on your website?
Amazon.com.
Amazon.com. We'll link you over. It is a great giftable and a great book just to remember how important you are and the important work that you do. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thanks for inspiring me. You do.